Hi, this is for some of my students that are learning this piece. It's a standard called Blue Moon, and I'm not going to go into great detail because, as I say, this is for my students that are actually learning the tune with me. But this is meant as a kind of a learning aid, just as a kind of a revision tool, if you like. But if you're not one of my students, then just enjoy and get what you can from it, and give it a go. I hope you manage to pick something up. This is my arrangement of Blue Moon, an old standard. Quite a simple arrangement, really. I'll play it through for you, and I'll just point out some of the key moments, as it were, and hope you can get something from it. Okay. Blue Moon, one of the many variations that I've played. You can do whatever you like with it. You can play it as a ballad, you can play it as a jazzy swing thing, whatever you like. You can mix and match it. I never play it the same way twice, which is a bit frustrating for my students, but what I always say to people is I'll give you a basic overview of how I do it, and you can make your own version from it, and hopefully I've got some ideas in there that you can pinch and use for your own version. But it's just based around C, A minor, F and G and variations thereof. The start is a C major 7th. Sometimes I start it off here, but that you could just fret a C major 7th chord on the 3rd fret here, and the notes that you need for the melody are there straight away. So they're there, and one of the little things I like to do is this little classical technique, this little rolling thing. It's just kind of speeded up. Just something that I started doing, and somebody said, "How do you do that?" And I said, "What?" And they said, "That." Oh, okay. Something that I just evolved over time. But it's kind of a nice little thing. It's an alternative to strumming. Anyway, so the melody is all underneath that chord there. So you don't have to do anything with the left hand. You just pick it, and then I do a little bass run, which is just an A minor, but I'm only using the bass string here and the B and G strings there, so you only really need the one finger. D minor 7, and then the melody's on the little finger. G, G7, back to C major 7, and then I play a D minor down here, and a G, just leave the top G off, and so you've got an open E on top. C major 7 again, just the down on the 3rd fret here, just like a C with the first finger removed. A minor, then to F. Use the thumb to fret the bass note, and then an F minor. So just a bar across. And notice what I'm picking here. I'm breaking one of my golden rules here and playing a bass string with the finger. Sometimes these things just have to be done. And back to C. So there's the basic. So the melody is right underneath all the chords. So if you've got the chords, you know, the melody notes are all in there, so you haven't really got to move too far away from the actual basic chord. So you play that twice, and then the bridge section, or the verse, whatever you call it, the other bit, is kind of it starts on F6 here. This note here, this D. This D that you add to the F gives it an F6, but that's the note you need for the melody. Up to G6, so just slide the whole thing up. And I play the C, but I play the bass note first, then the chord, so that I can get the bass line. So, I'll play that again. A flat bass note here. I could play it there, but so you just bar across the top 4 strings here, 1, 2, 3, 4, and the little finger takes care of the bass. To B flat there, A flat to B flat, to E flat on the 6th fret. So there's your bass line. So you got then the D minor 7 here. What I'm doing is I'm playing a D minor 7 and adding the C note on top with my little finger and then pulling it off. So doing that little roll thing here with the right hand. So you have to pull it off. quite nice. You don't have to do it, but I like it. So all you do is you take your second finger, which is on the third string here for the G chord, and then you flatten it onto the second string just underneath it. So you're covering the third string and the second string on the fourth fret with your second finger. So, and that leads you nicely back into the C major 7, back into the main theme. So we'll just play that that section again. Okay, one of the things I like to do is I like to substitute the first chord here for a third chord, which would be the E minor. So instead of going, I might go E minor. So instead of going C, A minor, D minor, G, I might like to go E minor, A minor, D minor, G, because it just sounds different, it varies it. So you could go, instead of an A minor, sometimes you could put an A major in there. There's lots of things you can do with this and experiment with it, and you know, you don't have to play it straight, you know. Putting an E minor in place of the C major is an absolutely great idea. It just varies the progression. As I said, the progression, the chord progression that actually runs through this song is a 1 6 4 5, just C, A minor, F, G. But we change it around to make it sound more interesting. There's a 1 6 2 5, so C, A minor, D minor, G, or a 3 6 2 5, E minor, A minor, D minor, G. You know, you just play around with it. Hopefully you'll get some ideas from what I've done here. I've tried to mix it up and play it as varied as possible, just to show you what can be done with it and make it interesting. I'm sure you can take what I've done here and make some interesting ideas of your own. So I hope you've enjoyed it and I hope you got something from it. And by all means, drop me a message on Facebook or drop me an email if you want to ask me any questions or want me to explain anything. But above all, have fun. Thank you. Thanks for watching.